And tonight's postgame show is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Pick up your copy today and visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. A 45-0 victory here tonight for what a lot of people consider to be the top team in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the North Allegheny Tigers. 45-zip. Ellis Cannon's on the field right now with some special guests.
Absolutely, guys. In the pregame, we talked about one of the keys being Paper Papson, Alex Papson, number 42. Well, it didn't exactly happen for Shaler. As a matter of fact, it was another big night. Our player of the game, Alex, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, obviously, it was a big performance. You had big performances coming in. We talked about the fact that you were averaging about 17 points a game. You had 3 touchdowns tonight. My math is bad, but that's about right. 120 points on the season, 196 yards per game. Well, I'll tell you what, you had 289 tonight on 19 carries, 3 touchdowns. That's a very, very good performance.
Thank you very much. It was a good night for us, and I have to attribute it to the offensive line and the fullback and the wide receivers all doing what we need to do as a unit so that I could get those yards and, perform the way I did.
Listen, third straight year, over 1,000 yards. Obviously, you like the system as well.
Absolutely. I love the way the game plan Coach Walker comes up with every week. We try to go 50-50, run and pass as much as we can, and yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it seems like your cutback ability, your vision is right where it needs to be. Obviously, the guys up front are creating opportunities for you, but right now it looks like this offense is playing extremely well.
Yes, sir, absolutely. We're really coming together as a unit, and, obviously the offensive line did a great job, along with the fullback, letting me cut back on those plays. I attribute it to them.
Alex, congratulations. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you very much.
All right, Alex Papson. Yeah, this is a smart guy, all right. Not only well-spoken and, of course, does a lot of great things on the field. He knows where to credit the guys up front and his fullback. We're going to come back in just a moment with Coach Walker. Back to John and Chris.
All right, I love it. He's a company man, John.
Absolutely, and, of course, he's on a team that had the ball 9 times, scored 7 of those 9 times. They let the clock run out at the end. They also punted once. That kept everybody busy, including our man Ellis downstairs.
Yes.
Coach Walker joins me. Coach, congratulations on the big win. We talked at halftime. It was 31. You get the possession to start the second half. You get another touchdown. You get the 38, and obviously it leads to a big win.
Yeah, we talked to the guys at halftime and challenged the offense and told them, we need to come out the second half here with the right approach, that it's 0-0 and we need to score right now. And they had the right focus. I'm happy on how they answered that call. And really, Alex gets a lot of credit and it's well-deserved. And he's having a phenomenal year for us. He's really a special player. And I got to give a lot of credit, too, to our defense. A shutout tonight and holding down an offense that's a little bit more diverse than it's been in the past from Shaler. And for them to put us in a position to have great field position, you really got to attribute it as a team win, and I'm just really proud at what our defense has been doing.
Hey, your defense giving about 5.5 points a game coming in. That 0 is going to help it go south. But I bring up that scoring drive because, of course, that first drive of the second half is so important. That was 6 scores in 6 drives. Now, I know that you were talking to me at halftime saying you like these kids, that these kids are easy to coach. It makes it even more gratifying.
Well, it starts with the seniors. They've been working hard, and they're tight as a group. And a lot of them, have waited their turn. A lot of them are first-year starters. A lot of guys have played backup roles in special teams. And, now they really have the focus that it's our time, and they want to make the most of it.
And one last thing, you take a look at Alex. You mentioned him, over 1,600 yards, 23 touchdowns. And obviously his numbers continue to give you what you need offensively and balance and so forth. But you're playing well at the right time. I know it's no time to reflect, but it is week 8. You put a 45-0 win up. It's a great way to be playing at this time of the year.
It is. You want to be playing your best football at the end. In the position we're in, we have an opportunity next week to win the conference outright and to secure, even more so home field by being the #1 team in our conference. And it's a conference that I have a ton of respect for, and some great football teams in North Hills and in Shaler and Pine Richland, and then you get the addition of Erie McDowell. It's a tough conference, so I'm really proud of our kids.
Coach, congratulations. Really enjoyed your time tonight. Thanks for being so gracious.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll talk to you down the road. Coach Art Walker, boy, he's got a lot to be happy about tonight. I know Chris and John are as well. They're wrapping up tonight.
Well, that we are, and one thing about Art Walker Jr., he can now start talking with his kids about North Hills next week.
That's right, and of course that's always a big game for them, but what he did here tonight with his team, and it's hard for me to believe that he can go in and make those kids believe the score is halftime is 0-0, but they came out and played like it was. I mean, that was a terrific drive. they didn't have many bad drives at all. So you can't find fault with anything. And remember, at halftime, he said you can always find room for improvement. It's going to be tough tonight.
Well, John, one way to keep a happy clubhouse, too, is to let everybody handle the ball. 11 different running backs did that tonight for NA. Everybody got in on the act. Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got a tough loss for Shaler to swallow here tonight, and they've got to turn things around and go up against Pine Richland. They need a win next week in order to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, so and I'm sure, Neil's been around long enough. He's had those great teams at Penn Hills. He'll do what he has to do to get his kids ready. As far as I could tell, no major injuries to his team, so they should all be intact. Of course, they're going to still be without Holtz, but the rest of them should be intact for that game, and it's a huge game for them next week.
Ellis, your closing thoughts.
Hey, that's a great point. Let me just jump on that for a moment. Holtz being out changes the dynamics for a team that has obviously exceeded expectations. Those 5 wins coming in, a 5-2 record, but now it's a different team. There's no question it's a different team without your leading rusher, your leading scorer, and so forth. As it relates to Art Walker and his team, these kids are fully aware of what's being said. Locally, the newspapers, nationally, Max Preps, USA Today, and they came out here tonight with those rising expectations and arguably pressure, and they just blew the doors off of Shaler. They didn't allow Shaler to come in here, start to feel good about itself, maybe start to get a little traction and do some things to surprise people. They went out, did what they had to do. It was over at half. They made sure they sealed it up with the clock running in the second.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was a beatdown. 45-0, the final score here tonight. For Ellis Cannon, my partner John Sanders here in the booth, I'm Chris Shovlin. Thank you on behalf of our entire Comcast crew here at NA tonight at Newman Stadium in Wexford, where the Tigers ran roughshod over this one, and the Shaler Titans 45-0. Don't forget, Central Catholic, Fox Chapel, our game next week here on Comcast and Xfinity.